everyone. I'm Cynthia Chomiak. I am the college and career coach at the Mount Washington Youth Foundation. What I love is the students just are so talented, and they have individual, just cherished personalities. And some want to be artists and design video games, happy video games. Others want to be chefs. Others want to save the environment or figure out why people do the things they do and major in anthropology. Others want to be nurses or physical therapists or pharmacists. So it's so fun to not only do group sessions a few times a year with the students, but my favorite work is one-on-one with the students to see what makes them tick, what they're passionate about, helping them set goals, whether it's continuing on in college or becoming a railroad engineer or joining the Merchant Marines. Wherever their passion lies, the goal is to have them be productive, happy members of society. Hey Caleb, how you doing today?
I'm good, Ms. Chomiak. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well. So we're here to talk a little bit about the college process and how this has been for you. I know at times high school students are fearful, afraid, excited, overwhelmed by the college process. Can you talk a little bit about what you thought about going through this college search, career exploration, and college application process prior to us starting to work together?
Before we started working together, I really wasn't thinking about like applying to schools. Like, it was more like, okay, I'm gonna go to college, but I didn't really have like the plan of applying and stuff.
Oh wow, okay. Okay, and today, here we're on the cusp of the beginning of the month of December, and you've already been accepted to 7 universities, which is amazing, and all with pharmacy or some kind of a sports medicine, kinesiology, healthcare track. Was it introspective for you? What was it hard? Tell me how you kind of navigated this whole process.
At first it was kind of difficult, like trying to write my essay, like trying to get through, but through the papers and different exercises you gave me,
Okay.
it helped me go through the process smooth.
Right, because we did the writing the college essay session, the PowerPoint,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you had samples of what a good essay looks like.
Yeah.
Your essay was amazing.
Thank
you. Just so well written, and I think that has already made a difference in the colleges you've been accepted to, because your story is so compelling.
Yes, ma'am.
And your career focus, and the fact that you are the Student Athlete of the Year for the Mount Washington Youth Foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
As well as a top student. Where do you see yourself 2 years from now?
2 years from now, I see myself getting my associate's degree and continuing my either pharmaceutical, continuing to get my master's for my pharmaceutical degree or exercise science.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get my bachelor's in exercise science.
Okay. And once all of your acceptances are in, and I mean, it is just a real pleasure to hear that you've been accepted already to 7 institutions.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to look at all of the offers, and we are going to see what makes the most sense for you and which majors are best suited for where your interests lie. So whether that's, earning your doctor, a pharmacy degree, exercise science, kinesiology, how when we were looking at colleges, it's called something different at every school. And then we're going to just kind of nail down the numbers to see what the bottom line is going to be You're lucky because I know you've gotten some very generous scholarship offers already.
Yes, ma'am.
And then once we fill out more paperwork and scholarship forms, I'm sure there's going to be more forthcoming. What's next is, where are you now as far as the rest of the year? I know you're continuing to do well in school.
Yeah.
Enjoying your senior year?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and I know I see you here all the time, which is wonderful. Is there anything that you would say to underclassmen who aren't sure about whether they want to continue their education or what's offered here at the Mount Washington Youth Foundation as far as college and career guidance? I know you have financial literacy. Is there something you would say to a younger Caleb?
What I would say to the younger, the underclassmen, I would have them continue, define what they want to do. And then if they still don't know, come and talk to you to start early.
Start early.
Yeah.
Key words. That's why, my friend, you have been accepted to 7 universities, because you started early and you've been such a diligent student coming to see me. Has this process given you confidence to make decisions in the future?
Yes, ma'am. Through this process, I've started beginning to plan stuff more. So, yeah.
Goal setting.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to continue to talk about that for the rest of the year, and then talk about how we transition to college to make that a successful experience as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Caleb.
No problem.
With the students that attend the Mount Washington Youth Foundation, it's counseling them not only for finding a good college fit where they can pursue the area of interest that they would like to study, but the price tag has to work, because I am not a fan of anyone coming out of college with a mountain of debt that they're unable to climb out of. There are enough good options that are affordable, and my goal is to find those options. We had a wonderful student last year who has a full ride, tuition, room, board, books, global gap year to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So that's the goal, is to work individually with the students to make sure that we're applying to colleges and universities, identifying the scholarships that they are qualified for, that they would be a good fit for, and making sure that the bottom line is either non-existent or affordable for the family. The first thing I do with the students after they meet me, and I tell them who I am and that I actually am a Jacksonville native and I went to Terry Parker High School and Jacksonville University, is I introduce a card sort. So they're able to discern and think about what they really want in a college or career. And we start there, and then I look at their test scores because they have to meet Florida state assessments. So, and I know that everyone else in the program is very cognizant of the scores that are needed. So I actually go over the scores and make sure they're meeting the requirements for their high school diploma. And then I can get a picture of where they might be able to go, whether it's going to be, to a Dartmouth, a Yale, a Duke, or a UNC Chapel Hill, or to a wonderful local program called Stepping Stones at Florida State College in Jacksonville. And then with resources, of course, there is a tutoring program, Windward Academy here, and then I'm working on a few other new resources, a database that I am working on for helping, because all of our students go to, more than half a dozen different high schools, and they don't offer all the same counseling tools at their school in the form of a college access and search and record keeping process. And that's what I want to bring to Mount Washington Youth Foundation, as well as continue to search out new scholarship opportunities for our students. when I'm working with students, they're often shy and scared of the process at the beginning. And once we're working together, um, I see them gain a sense of confidence and ownership. In fact, I tell them, look, you're driving the car here. This is your future. This is not my future. This is not Miss Terry's future. This is not Mom and Dad's future. We're all going to sit in the back seat. If we don't behave, we get put in the trunk. But you have to drive the car. So you have to decide what you're going to do. You have to be accountable for where this process is going to go. And that means putting your phone away when you're meeting with me, not missing an appointment, meeting deadlines, getting me your essay when you promised it to me. So the accountability, and then they see that I'm their ally, I'm their advocate. I will write for them on their behalf a letter of recommendation for college or for scholarships. And it's a great trust that it's been so special to see with the students. And the work I'm doing with these students is absolutely the most rewarding work I've done in my life. Because I see that it's making a difference in their life and it's lifting them up. And along with them, it lifts their families.